Well, Hellfire, it is RockdaRiff, and I am back for another episode of Alan Wake 2. I've been chomping at the bit to get back in this game. Of course, it comes out the day before I have most of my work, and so I hadn't been able to get back into it. I felt bad because the last episode was really short. I'm not sure what people that do take the time to watch my Let's Play will want. I'm thinking maybe I could try to do this in the chapters. I don't know how big the chapters will be. Uh, but normally in between 30 minutes to an hour is what I shoot for. Let's see what's going on and we'll play it by ear. So last we left, the click dude woke up. And I did watch a video yesterday that kind of did a recap of the first Alan Wake story. I didn't know it as well as I thought I did. So there was like Mr. Scratch, and then Nightingale, the guy that died at the starting of this, was in that one. And then the click was like a clicker and all that. I'd have to rewatch some more in depth stuff.
But he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
What happened
Right
to the
before
sheriff?
things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
There's one of
Okay.
the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
So I do know one thing I'm gonna do is turn up the brightness. Let's go to 70. Because I made a short. That's where I saw, I was like, oh shit, this game is kind of dark. We gotta go to the Mind Palace. We got the case board. We got cases. So, Cult of the Tree. Uh, what was Cult for Psychology, Cult Symbols. Who's involved?
Yeah.
Writing part of ritual. And who's involved?
Doesn't look right.
Hmm. Says for later, but part of the cult call.
Ugh.
Sorry. How does it not go there?
Think, Saga.
Y'all got me so confused. Doesn't go there either. Okay. Victim was one of their own FBI special agent, Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in brutal bloody. Then there was the page, this page, the first page. Da 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 da. Yeah. Y'all can pause that. I don't want to really read it. Unread. Okay.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought I read it
Nightingale
already.
hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Okay. Would it go to a different case? Case closed.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Okay.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation.
No rational explanation.
This is the case we must solve.
Now what happened to my other one? So I guess that was the starting of it then. No, because I got that one. I'm so confused on where that one's supposed to go. There. In the front. Alright.
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
Alright.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Yeah, that.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
You're not looking at the dead body on the floor, freaking out? Of the deputy?
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
What do we get? Battery pack, charging your flashlight.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean the sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real.
How do we turn the flashlight off and just save battery?
Monsters aren't
So
real.
that's my dodge.
Magic's definitely not real.
Stocked up.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Okay. Do you need the flashlight right now? Standard issue FBI flashlight.
They're a fine pair.
Why do you still have the flashlight equipped? Alright. Quick slot there. Can't do nothing to that. Venture
Oh dear.
tours.
I am a tourist,
Television?
and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. You've only had a tour guide, also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help.
Help. Hell yeah, punch that bear.
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Yanko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. Oh wow. You think of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Hell yeah. So we say, fuck the government. Turn your flashlight off, lady. What is that? Trauma pad. Okay. We're just gonna walk through the whole sheriff station, stealing all their shit.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Kill the Joe, make some mo. It's the third time this week I came in late shift. There's no coffee in the machine. You take the last cup, you brew a new batch. Chad, I hate to break it to you, but you need to have a face capable of growing beard to make effective use of beard oil. I know Marco's beard was too soft to be natural. What brand is he using, Lucy? Since my Since my numerous friendly reminders about not having personal packages delivered to the station have gone unheeded, from here on out, if you see fit to send something to the station, I will see fit to announce to the station what you have received. It is a federal offense to open someone's mail. Yes, it is. It, it is a personal offense that I need to share my desk space with your late night impulse buys. Yes, it is. You have been warned. Administration. P.S. Officer Lightfoot, your beard oil is ready for pickup. The front desk, computer, and administration email are not to be used for personal quarrels or other unofficial business. And remember to wash your coffee mugs. Hey gang, the annual event you've all been eagerly awaiting to is upon us again, the Community Outreach Barbecue. Now I don't want to hear any grumbling. This is a valuable opportunity to connect with the community. Statistics show that officers who are well integrated with the communities they serve see lower instances of violent crime in their precincts, are more effective in their policing, and have overall better mental wellness. This is for your benefit, so take it seriously. The community voted dunk tank victim this year will be, drumroll please, Deputy Thornton. Congratulations. Looks like everyone's getting retribution for that speed trap on 12C at last, eh? Friendly reminder that anyone out sick on the day that needs to provide a written doctor's note, and you'll be assigned night shift for 2 weeks. Anyone who replies all to complain about their assignment will be volunteering as the assistant of Officer Lightfoot's magic routine. All right. I mean, turn off. Did the game glitch on me or something? Is that the reason why?
How many times do we have to do this, Walter? Huh? I'm at my wit's end with you.
You ain't gonna say
I
nothing?
want out! Something bad's going down. I can feel it. Let me out!
I know one of you is still in the toilet paper. I've been counting them. There's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm going to catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands. I mean, I would assume the person that has to keep stock of inventory of what the sheriff station needs is the person counting
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous.
the rolls.
We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Alright. So I guess... What the hell are you doing, lady? Everybody in this town is weird. Right, folks.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
Wonder if it will fix
Or maybe
itself.
3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Yeah, it's Mr. Scratch. All that. All right. So it looks like we're gonna start.
The page says
The heart.
nightingales in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Well, I can pull out my gun and maybe we're getting ready to have some action.
I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
What's up?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by RockdaRiff. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous weather saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. RockdaRiff, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't gnaw right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Yes.
A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance.
Yeah.
I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
Yeah, I think I'd be more freaked out about a guy disappearing in thin air and a zombie jumping up off the table over Cult of the Tree and murders and shit like that.
Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see... Come through the crime scene one more time, KC. Just in case.
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
I forget that the Mind Palace doesn't stop time. Okay, so basically those are just... Can I actually see where those footprints are? Yeah. I feel like the pacing's a little off right now. I'm ready for... Like, it started off strong, now I'm ready for something else crazy to happen. I'm ready for some action.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
Oh!
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
The overlay.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle?
jump scares. What kind of ammunition am I picking up? Handgun ammo. Okay. Witchfinder station. Witch's ladle. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake being a gloomy doorway to the underworld. For the witch whose cauldron the lake really was, the legend tells that when the affections of the local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers, if she was not a witch before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowned him in the lake, then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf, or so the legend goes. What is that?
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
That's the...
The fuse was in place.
That's where the batteries
Saga
come
stepped
in.
into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Okay. Led to another page. Got the witch's hut. I think this looks cool, and it's kind of cool
Light
to
is the
like.
key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. I need to find the witch's hut.
Well, the one sign back there said the witch's hut was that way. Witchfinder Station. I can't go that way. I wonder if there was actually something to look through the sign on. Again, can't go no further through that. What's my map look like? So the witch's hut, I can go back up, around to the left. Go this way.
This is the witch's hut.
something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
Can we find a fuse? So where is that? Like a campfire over here.
This fuse is busted.
Alright. Friday, Mitch told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. It's the point anymore. She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. He wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls. Sunday, so I told her. She said thanks. Fucking kill me. Oh man, I'm sorry for the rejection, buddy. Monday, I snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I'm going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building, take some photos. It's going to be epic. Okay.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
No, things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Manuscript fragments. Manuscript fragments can be placed to use upgrades weapons in the mine palace. Okay. Can we hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode? This significantly increases the rate of fire. Increase the magazine size. Another headshot. Well, damn, I only got one manuscript page. You gotta have like how many to even get an upgrade?
This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
You just found the fuse that you were looking for, so what are you fussing about? Ah, so that's how I turn off the back. Ah, so I can save my progress here. Okay, cool deal. So, if that's the case, if they're okay, I was thinking it was going to be like a little bit more linear and stuff, but it looks like we're going to have a little bit more open space. If that's the case, then I'm going to end the episode here. Let me know what your thoughts on Alan Wake 2 are. Don't spoil nothing, though. I'm definitely intrigued. I am ready for, like, I think Alan Wake American's Nightmare is the main one that I remember playing. And it was interesting. I like the light shooting mechanic and stuff. So I'm assuming that one's in this one too. The story has definitely got me hooked. I'm like all about detective mystery and shit like that. And yeah, I feel like I know a lot of people are like, yeah, it's Twin Peaks. And I never really watched Twin Peaks, but I've heard enough about Twin Peaks that I kind of have a ballpark idea. But if this ends up being your first time to my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts on the game are. Just no spoilers, like I said. And yeah, with all that being said, stay positive, stay rocking. I'll catch y'all in the next one.